So what's up, guys? My name's Daniel Burke-Aguero.
And my name is Will Metscher, and we are collegebeerreview.com.
We are a website that's easy to access, easy to understand, and social media accessible for everything related to beer. Onward and outward. Before we get to that, though, we'll kind of tell you guys some pretty cool facts about beer I bet you guys didn't know. The number of beer cans consumed every year in the United States can wrap around the world 197 times. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't click on the next button.
Thing's too big. Cool. Awesome. Well, we figured that out. The number of the profit generated every year from beer itself, if you guys weighed it in $100 bills, it'd weigh more than 5 Boeing 747s. Yeah. Okay.
No worries.
We'll just run with it.
In an article published by The Atlantic titled "The Problem with Guides to Beer Drinking, They Just Aren't Enough," it actually goes into explaining that there are tons of review sites for wine, but at the same time there's no easily accessible layman's terms review guide for beer.
So the idea has been growing for a while for us to do something like this. As college students, we always wanted to know more about beer, but when we looked online, it was the websites we found, they were hard to understand. They were hard to, access. They really didn't really work too well. So we went to the store and we figured we'd give it a shot. We bought 272 beers from Hy-Vee and started. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So what separates us, in short, is our social interaction, our humor, and just our layman's terms. We, of course, take note of the look of the bottle, the look of the beer, the smell, the taste, the color, but we also separate ourselves by looking at 3 different characteristics as well. We also rate our beers on a level of classiness, manliness, and college practicality. You can kind of think of these as the 3 core aspects of our rating system.
So we'll start off with a manliness scale, and it's a man's beer. A beer that would look good and taste good while you're grilling steaks, watching a UFC fight, or even slaying dragons. The stronger the beer, the higher the rating. It's like one Russian proverb once said, "It put head on chest."
Now, for the classy beers, in order for it to rank really highly on this, it has to be able to bridge the gap between the Oscars and your really judging mother-in-law's house. The cool thing about the classy scale is we put it together in a way that it's the beer that you want to have with your billionaire friends if you're a billionaire, the beer you'd have with the president.
The final one is the college practicality scale. This is one of the main scales that we focus on. It's a deceiving name because this covers everything on a tight budget. College students are looking for the most bang for their buck, something that they can be able to get for cheap, but at the same time have it taste good and it's easily accessible. So the college practicality scale focuses on being able to take all 3 of those and put it into one area where you can focus on the taste, the accessibility, and being able to get it for cheap in one market. And for all of these factors, for the rating scale, we take into account the taste, the cost, the look of the bottle, the smell, the name, and all the ingredients in the beer in order for everyone to be able to find the exact beer that they like.
Cool. Our competitive edge is pretty simple. Other websites might have a good layout. They might have social interaction. Some even have videos, but no website has gone through the aspect of putting them all together. We look to integrate all of them to create a website that people want to come back to again and again because not only is it funny and informative, but it also teaches them something. We aim to integrate all the aspects of our social media. We already have created a Facebook and a Twitter page, which are both being managed by our social media specialist. But by using Big Door, we aim to have more social interaction than other sites. Big Door is a free gaming platform that allows users to create things based on social currency and things like that. But the thing I'm really excited about is what we aim to do is we aim to put it in the social media aspect. So we're going to have an app for the all smartphones that will enable users to access the power of the site anywhere. What they'll be able to do is the users who are registered members of the site can download the app, and then they can take a picture of the barcode on any beer bottle, and it'll sync it with our reviews immediately. The cool thing is also with their phones, they'll be able to manage their accounts kind of like a Facebook in the aspect of the gaming. They can manage their social currency and their points and things like that.
For the financial model, I think this will actually work. Kind of. For the financial model, we plan to accomplish our goals by obviously advertising. That's one of our main ones, but we'll focus more on talking to breweries, bars, and other companies for an affiliate marketing model and being able to set that up. At the same time, we'll be able to work with these companies and breweries and be able to focus on sponsorships for different events that we help set up. At the same time, they will be able to promote their beers. We've actually, our 5 main breweries that we're going to be focusing on is Schlafly's, the Four Hands Brewing Company, Flat Branch, Broadway Brewery, and Kirkwood Brewing will be our first 5. And our final area of making money is obviously just merchandising and being able to create a branded logo and being able to sell that not only online but also through our college beer review events. We've already spent around $1,000 on buying the 275 different types of beer and buying the domain and hosting. We plan on spending another $5,000 in the next two years on the development of the website, as well as another $1,000 on purchasing our reviewing products and being able to go to all of the conferences.
Our short-term goals so far have been pretty simple. We just kind of wanted to keep reviewing beer and keep putting it on the blog, keep going to beer events. A couple weeks ago, I was actually invited to the opening of a brewery in St. Louis, the Four Hands Brewing Company, which is one of our first partners that we're going to have. And then a couple weeks, sweet, awesome.